Hi Travel Bugs, so I am at the Marriott New Orleans. It's my first time to New Orleans and I thought I would do something different as far as showing you the hotel room. We have been here now for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 5 nights, and tonight is our last night and we check out tomorrow. What I wanted to show you is how I keep my hotel room organized, whether it's for about a weekend to a week to 2 weeks. Okay, so the overview of the room is that the closet is here. I have the ironing board out, and one of the reasons I do that is, one, we have been ironing our clothes, but it's a good thing to have out so that you kind of have a landing spot. So you could use this for whatever, to lay down stuff temporarily, or it could be to lace clothes out, lay clothes down, put your purse, whatever it is, right? Because usually at your home, you walk in and you kind of have a landing spot. So you could use it for that or whatever you want. But those are just some ideas. So it's a basic room. We did opt for the M Club. It's an older hotel. It is a 4-star hotel, but I could tell like it would be nice to have a few renovations, but it's been really nice staying here, especially being part of the M Club, because it includes breakfast and dinner, like light dinner, appetizers, kind of like a charcuterie board, and a few things like gumbo, or they actually had a crab dumpling, which was really yummy. Okay, so anyway, so the overall experience has been really nice, but when you don't have that, let's say you just have your room, it's really important to try to keep it nice and neat. And of course they come in every day and clean up the bathroom, make the bed, things like that. So let me show you first. I think one of the most important things is how you put out your suitcase, right? And so a lot of times they will have, most hotel rooms will have this luggage rack, and I usually end up being the one to have it. Now, if there's 4 of us in the room, my husband, my 2 kids, then we figure it out. Usually there's enough space when they have a room for 4 people. Now, this is obviously a room for 2 people, and it did give an option for a 3rd person where they would have a rollaway bed. So this is kind of the space that you work with. And so what I like to do is to always have my luggage open on the luggage rack, whether it's out or in the closet or kind of a space here. I could also have it here if I didn't want to have the ironing board. And what I do is I have one of my bags where what's this called? Where I have one of the compression bags that held clothes coming here. That now acts as my laundry bag, or you could bring a separate laundry bag. I already have some souvenirs for my kids. And what I do is I just kind of keep it open there and covered. And these are kind of like my pajamas, underwear, stuff that I'm still using. My makeup bag is here only because I use it once a day and didn't want to have it in the vanity area. So, and then this is my travel bag purse, which is a Travel-On. I'll link stuff below in the description box, like my luggage, the compression bags. These are things that I always use. And then, so you kind of separate it, right? Like to the left are things that you're still using. My hairbrush is in there, my curling iron. And then to the right are things that, like obviously here, I'm still using this, but kind of my dirty laundry is over there. And then right underneath, always find a spot for your shoes that are kind of tucked away. Right, so I have my house slippers, and I brought 2 gym shoes because I knew I wanted to bring my white aloes. Okay, I changed from 0.5 to 1 to normal size. But anyway, so I brought my aloes because they're just cuter shoes for me, and I wasn't going to do a lot of touring, or tour things. But I wanted to kind of look cute, and I wasn't sure how hard it would be for walking. So I did bring the shoes that I really, really use for walking. So like those, the walking shoes, I really used when we went to Turkey, where we did a lot of walking, like 15,000 to 20,000 steps. But here I've been doing probably about 5,000 to 8,000 steps, just with the stuff that I'm doing aside from when I'm working. because it is kind of a working vacation for me. And then I try to leave the side table open at night. I'm gonna have my phone here, my iPad, and I think some of my AirPods. So you can even tuck in your shoes there. You could put your shoes over here. You just kind of want it out of the way. And so here's a seat where you can sit down, put on your shoes if you want. You can see like a suitcase can fit there too. You could tuck away your shoes here. And that just kind of makes it a little bit neater. And you can, when you scan the room, you will always find things where things can be tucked away. This is the fridge. And let me continue with the clothes. Okay, and then they usually have a few drawers. And if I were to use this, my daughter usually is the one who likes to use the drawers. I highly recommend that you keep the compression bags at least, here, let me show you. You could take like here, my husband has his packing cubes here. These are not compression ones. And you just lay it there in the drawer, and then you could put your clothes on top, just because, you know, you just want to have some sort of lining between your clothes and the drawer. By the way, do you want to see the view? It rained a little bit today. That's the Mississippi River. That's the other tower. And that is Canal Street, I believe, and the pool. And then this is my husband's side, and he's been kind of keeping it like this. So that's where he has all his gadgets, and then his backpack, stuff for the conference that he's attending. And then that's why we're here. And then his laundry bag. So yeah, he likes to bring that separate laundry bag. Now what you could do here, I can always move the chair and put it in this corner so that it has this view when I'm sitting in it. So that's an option. And he likes to leave his bag open too, like that. Not really sure how he organizes it, but it's been looking like that today, so pretty good. And then I've been using the desk because since he's been at the conference and, you know, the conference rooms, I've been in here, I've been in the M Club doing my work. And so this is just kind of the layout. I try to keep all the wires wrapped so that it's tidy enough, okay? And I mean, it's never gonna look like completely tidy because you have wires sticking out in different places. Here's my accessories bag, my glasses. My friend wrote some ideas of where to go. My coffee from this morning. And then there is a little coffee machine here. You got the ice bucket there and the TV. And like I said, the fridge is here, okay? And since we've been here 5 nights already, try to get rid of food or throw things away or recycling at least every day if you can, if not every couple days. And then you could see here, that is where the recycling and the trash is. And I like to keep, I think I've kind of mentioned this, wherever like they have the fridge area, that's where we kind of keep the food, right? Like here's the drinks. And if we have any food or snacks that we want to keep, like I have a couple oranges in there, some condiments, I put it there because the M Club does have some snacks and a light appetizers and dinner at night. Okay, and then as much as you can, try to keep the hallway area free from clutter and debris, and you just don't want to trip over it. So like I said, if you don't want this ironing board, you can go ahead and put it in the closet if you want more space, but I find this very helpful, especially we're ironing almost every day, so it's easier just to keep it out. Okay, and then so for the closet, I usually take up most of the hangers. And so as soon as I get in, I hang up the clothes, okay? And these are my husband's clothes and these are mine. And then my backpack is down here on the floor. Just kind of keep it there, okay? Yeah, because then usually the ironing board would be here. There's the iron. And of course you can use this top shelf also for more stuff. Let's say you have, there's 3 of you in the room, or you have like sweaters or things like that. can always use that top rack. And then the mirror is here. Okay, now let's go to the bathroom. And they've been cleaning every day. You can request them not to, but I have been. And so my husband finally found a really, really good toiletries bag, which he loves. So he just keeps it there. Usually I like to put things back into his bag to keep it nice and neat, but seems like he's out of those lotions, so he's just leaving it open. And I just, you know, it's nice for them to clean every day because you're kind of in a tight space if you're not used to that. It's nice to have it cleaned, and they kind of replenish stuff. So I have a separate dental bag, which I have a video on my channel about that. And I just like to keep, I have an electronic toothbrush, so I undo it and put it in there. My toothpaste is in here. So just things are just not scattered all over the vanity, because you can see there's only so much space. This is my headband. So I did my facial mask, skincare mask yesterday. And then this is my toiletries bag. It's a little bit jumbled right now. I'll do a separate video to show you that. And definitely always want some tissue. Got the hair dryer and towels here, and they always leave a face towel along with the mat over here. And I think this is nice, as if you're showering and you need a face towel, it's just right there. Okay, and then definitely utilize the hooks to hang your towels if you don't want them changed. That keeps stuff off the floor. And that's kind of how our bathtub looks like. These are my husband's stuff, and then I have my facial cleanser that I leave here. And then of course they provide the shower gel, shampoo, and conditioner. And if you know you're going to a hotel that's going to provide that, you don't have to bring your own if you're not particular, and that will save you space in your luggage. And then I just kind of like to keep it closed to make it look a little bit tidy. Well, I hope this was helpful. Let me know what is something that you do to make sure that when you're traveling, you're in the same small hotel room for 6 nights, 10 nights, 3 nights, with whether it's by yourself or with other people. What do you do to keep it tidy and neat and organized so that it supports you while you're on vacation and you're not stressed out? Your hotel room, even if it's for a few days, should be a place for you to rest. And if it's all cluttered and things are thrown and strewn all over the place, it's not going to be helpful for you, all right? For you to rest and relax and enjoy your vacation. Okay, I hope you like this, and I'll see you in the next video. Click the next one for more travel tips and places that I've traveled to and more BTS related videos.